Welcome back, everybody. Continuing the world tour, we move on from Spawn down the path through the spruce forest to a small waystation I have there, and then onward to the southeast until we reach the crossroads, where we're going to be able to either go to Merigold City or to Merigold Lake and see the mining shaft we have over there. So swinging over into Merigold City, we're going to take a look around the whole place, see all the villagers, and see all the village buildings that we have. And then after we get a good look at that, we will head back over to the mining operation, take a little look at the very crude house that we have there for mining, go down to the mine shaft and take a look. And then finally, we're going to wrap up the episode. We're going to head to the south side of the lake, climbing up over the path that I've created in the mountains there, look at the overlook building that we have, and then swing back down in here to the valley to finish things up. So as we start out here at Spawn, we're going to head out this way into the spruce forest. So the path here was added in about March of 2016, and I really tried to keep it as natural looking as possible so it blended in good with the trees. And I've got a bridge here coming up into the Waystation, which basically was put together as a place to sleep because I kept getting caught outside at night, and that was dangerous. So if we head on in, take a look, it's really simple. Just a simple little gate there to give me, so I can get out in and out without being mobbed. And then basically carpeted so nothing spawns, and a bed, and that's about it. A few paintings just to make it nice and clean. So then we'll keep on heading this way, which is, oops, get that egg. Not much. Give you a look at that. There's not much here. It's kind of a nice little path through the valley here, and it kind of fits with the biome. I didn't want to make solid concrete or a stone path or anything, so I think the grass and gravel and stuff all works pretty good to create a nice travel path. The lanterns for lights don't really keep any mobs out of the way, but they're kind of nice. So we get here to the crossroads. Just signs telling us we can go back to Spawn, or that can go back to the main road that cuts across the ice plains. Or we can go over to Lake House, which also has one of my first mines over there. I think first we're going to start off and take a look over here at the village. So this is Merigold City, and it was just a small village sitting out here in the middle of the plains, and I decided to beef it up. So one of the first things I did is put the stockade around it with the fence, basically the trees and the fence posts, just to keep mobs from coming in and killing all my villagers. And then I took a lot of the style from the original village buildings and just added more buildings around it to come up with a livable village for these villagers. And then you come around over here, I've got a little chapel, a graveyard for them to look at, and stuff. So take a close look on the inside, more details. And this valley is full of horses, so that's where it's kind of a horse valley over here. So if I need horses or burros or anything, I just come over here and get some. As you see, I've got the stockade fence. I used to put signs on everything. So come in here, got a wild horse running around. So these are the standard structures that generated with the village. So I left them the way they are, added a few things here and there, as you see, so all the villagers can do what they need to do. But then I went and created new buildings based on the same exact style. And then I put a lot of beds in them so we can get a lot of villagers, because a village full of villagers is a happy place. We got some more here. This one is a butcher shop. I just didn't do much to it to change it. And then some of these other ones I modified or just built the same way. And I thought the church would be nice in here, so I got this tiny little chapel. Of course, this was before lecterns, so I don't have a lectern up here. I just decided to put a couple pressure plates on blocks to pretend I have a pulpit. So. And then I thought it'd be nice to have a little, well, nice, but all churches should have a graveyard beside them normally, so I've got a little graveyard built out here. If we come back around here, this is like a brand new structure here. Decided to use some of the different woods and stuff to make a building. Yeah, I did not overhang the roof on those sides. Oops, oh come on, close the door on me. Let me back in. So we got this guy, so he's not too good at trades. I didn't really breed him to get new trades and stuff. I just sort of took them as they were. Here's another one, a little different. I still, like I said, I didn't do the overhang on the roofs, but that kind of matches up with the existing style of a natural village. More rooms here. I was experimenting with different types of materials. Got a lot of iron golems over there. A couple extra pits over here. I was just trying to generate more villagers, I believe. Boy, those guys are injured. I bet they keep banging up against each other or get stuck in something. Got a little fishing area back here. I've got conspirators in the corner, planning something, of course. We'll just let them be, I think. Then we come back around here, back to the beginning. So these are natural buildings. They don't have an overhang either. I think I like it better with the overhang, but that's not how they generate. So let's head on over to the mine shaft area. So this is a very basic, simple little path. I think it's all gravel, most of it. And it just climbs up over the hill. And this is actually was put in before I did anything with the village. But it comes out into this nice little cove next to this lake. And I thought the lake was really cool. So that's why I started building over here. But really, I was just digging down doing some mining. I think there's a start of a natural cave here. And then I put the buildings around it. And I can't remember if I started here or I actually came up out of the cave here. Boy, that was 2483. That was a long time ago. Because we are at 25,500 right now. So 25,000 days right now. So that was a long time ago. But it's an extremely crude mine. I wouldn't even call it a mine. It's just an access into the cave system. Where I was just kind of doing some spelunking around looking for resources, because this was early on days, I didn't have anything. So that's how this all started. So I didn't really, finesse it into a real mine or make anything productive out of it. I was just basically ran around wherever I could to grab anything. I just kind of left it the way it is, because I don't really come over here very much. Once I got all the resources, I kind of just moved on. I've still got a crude little building here, so not much to it. And this area is pretty basic and simple. A lot of gravel paths. And a sign, Merigold Lake. So I thought this was a really cool lake setup. I love the way it's got that little arch going through over there. So you basically got two lakes in one. And then I guess that would be, so this would be have been built in November of 2014. And then moving on to this, we got a path here I added just recently. So this path was done back in November of 2018, so about 4 years afterwards. I finally got around to adding a path here on the south side. And I tried to just follow the natural curve of the lake. So I just cut out this crude little, path, just kind of, sometimes it just hints at a path with lights and stuff, just so you could go and make a walking, hike around the lake and see the lake and, get to the observation points and stuff. So we have an observation post over here where you can look at the lake. So it's a cottage, and it says 9310 compared to the 2000 it was before. So that gives you a sense of how long it was between. I think this overlook, sign here was here originally, but there was really no path. I just kind of made my way and found this. And I think I came in from this direction too when I found it. But this is a really simple cottage. I just threw it up because I was being harassed. Once again, out of necessity, I needed a place to sleep without being mobbed. So I built this. And then if we come back around here onto the other side, this should be the east side of the lake. It kind of ends over here, up against the valley, into the plains where the horses are. So I just follow the path, kind of carved it out around the edge here. You can see the city in the distance. So this is really just, it doesn't really serve a function, it's just a hiking trail, so you can get a hike around the area and see the landscape and stuff. But that should take care of this part of the tour. So we're going to head on back into the wasteland. So I think next up we're going to head over and see some of the, like the stronghold and some other villages there. And then move on to other places. But for now, I'm going to say thanks for watching. I'm hoping you enjoy this series. And I hope you come back and catch the next one. Bye-bye.